Well, welcome back to the Timeline Ranch. It's a beautiful afternoon. So let's talk about birds around the ranch. Got a good variety of migratory birds that come in. These here little small ones you see in the New Mexico olive or house finches. Around here, due to this body of water that I've created in the middle of the Chihuahuan Desert, I was hoping to see some nesting in this Baccharis folia here, but so far I haven't had any luck with that. I have had a few birds nesting in the awning that goes around my little building here, my little house. Let's go up there and take a look at one of the nesting spots. So last year in this corner right here, you can see a nesting spot. That was a flycatcher. Put a bird feeder up here. I've seen the flycatcher on there a few times. So this year, I don't know if it's the same flycatcher, but it's got a nesting spot in this corner over here now. That's actually the flycatcher right there. So last year, right here on the corner of this R panel, where that box is at, there was a white-winged dove that had two babies that raised all the way through. And I saw her back this trip I was here this time. I don't know if she's gonna try that same nesting spot or not. At least I'm assuming it was the same white-winged dove. About 2 years ago, right here in this corner, I had a desert wren. I've got a good variety around here. There's cardinals, there's Mexican scrub jays, a lot of white-winged dove in the evening come in to get an evening drink, and early in the morning. So I'd really like the birds around here. They help bring in a lot of seeds from the native species that are around here. Also help out with pest insects. There's also scaled quail out here. I've also got some little small bats in the area. So I decided to purchase a few birdhouses. I've got two of them this size here. Putting them together right now. That one already got together. This one I was working on. They're real simple to put together. Sister Bird is the company. Seem like they're made pretty good. You can get in and clean it out. This swings out once it's together. And then I got one bat house. I'm going to attach these. Obviously the birds don't mind nesting under here, so I'm going to attach them to the post that kind of face the pond side. They'll get a little morning sun, but it shouldn't be too hot. I'm not going to put any on this side over here because it's the west side. It'll get pretty hot during the summertime. Let me finish putting this birdhouse together and we'll zip these up there. And I'll put a game camera up to see if we can catch any activity around them. It comes with a little bitty screwdriver in the kit. Real simple, self-explanatory, I would say, intuitive. I just like to loosely put them together like that until you get all the holes lined up. You know how these pre-assembled pieces are. This has got a little miter cut on it, so it sits flush against this back piece that'll be mounted to the post. Got little countersunk holes so it has a clean finish on them. If you're interested in these type of birdhouses I'm using, I'll put an Amazon link in the description of the video. Any purchase will help the channel financially, is appreciated. I'm gonna be careful to split this wood out real easy. I just snug them and then do the finish off with a screwdriver by hand. It has 3 attachment points, which the front opens up so you can get to all these holes that are on the inside of the birdhouse pretty easy. And then it has one right here at the top, which will be the top. And these are for outdoor. You can put them, I'm going to put them under, you know, the roof here on the awning, which they'll last longer, but they're supposed to be for exterior, you know, outdoor, direct outdoor. They're made out of cedar, and then this part here hinges in and out, so you can clean it out at the end of the season. Gives you easy access to the inside. Alright, let's get these things mounted up on the post. Like I said, I'll put a link to the birdhouses in the description of the video, Amazon link, and also the bat house that I'm using. If you're interested in something like that for your place. Alright, well, the birdhouse is up and the bat house there. I'm going to put a game camera on this little brace I have coming out that's supporting this R panel. I've got one game camera right there that faces the pond. So I'm going to put one facing just straight this way and be able to see any activity coming in and out of these boxes. Later on, once these trees start growing up, I'm sure some birds will be nested in there. I'll probably put up some more birdhouses, you know, here and there around this area. with time. Looks like that little flycatcher is back in her nest. Hard to see her in there, but she's kind of nestled down in there deep in the nest. Yeah, maybe these will attract some more birds for nesting over here. Let's go for a walk along the pond. It's a nice calm day. Maybe we'll see some different varieties of birds. More birds the better. I know that one summer I was out here when the pond had water in it, it had been quite dry in the area. I probably had 2,000 white-winged dove coming in the evenings and in the morning. I'm sure these date palms, once they mature and start fruiting, will be bringing in a good variety of birds as well. There's a place called Christmas Mountain not too far from here. When I say too far from here, everything's at least 100 miles from here. But it's a bird sanctuary, and back in the 80s, the woman who runs it now's husband took a dozer and dug some different water body catchments for rain weather creeks, kind of like what I've got here, but on a little bit smaller scale. And they made a bird sanctuary out of it. There's quite a few varieties they have coming in, because it's been there for a long time. I'm hoping I can get something like that established here as well. I'm sure once these trees come in, because that's what's bringing the birds in for them, is the water and the trees that they irrigate. I'm hoping not to have to irrigate though with the method I'm doing, planting right along the edge of the pond. They have liners in all their ponds, so water's not leaking out of the pond into the bank. I don't have a liner, but I have a pretty good clay liner in this thing, so it does seep out of it, but real slow. They have the Lucifer hummingbird that comes into that part of Texas, and normally it's not seen in the US at all. Usually just in Mexico is the only place you can find it. Maybe I'll get lucky and they'll find my little place here. See some of those migratory house finches in that Baccharis over there, coming in for a little drink of water. And it's just going to get better the longer the place is here. Still haven't seen any of the fathead minnows that I introduced to the pond this trip. Of course, I haven't seen any dead ones either, so that's a positive sign. They're very good at hiding, apparently. They were even hard to see in the bottom of a 5-gallon bucket. So I expected them to pretty much disappear once they got in this body of water here. Yeah, I'm hoping, I coppiced a few portions of that Baccharis this trip. I'm hoping it'll come in nice and strong and thicken up so the birds can nest in it. I know these birds are all going to appreciate these mulberry trees I planted. They produce a good bit of berries during the season. This little bitty one, it's not even quite a year old. It's already producing some mulberries, small ones. I don't know if they'll mature all the way. There's a few on there. I'm sure the birds will find them. Maybe I'll have a couple mulberries spring up on their own, some volunteers later on down the road. I'll be okay with that. I haven't seen the scaled quail in a while. usually the summer months is when I'd see them. I haven't been out here too often during the summer due to my work keeping me from being able to come out here. That's all going to change here in about a year and a half though. Well, I guess that's going to be it for this one. Like I said, if you're interested in these birdhouses or the bat house, I'm going to put 2 links in the description. There'll be Amazon links, and any purchase will financially help the channel. It's appreciated. If you like what I'm doing out here and you want to help speed this project up, there's a few ways to do that in the description. Buy me a coffee's one. There's also Amazon. Every little bit will help me get closer to being out here full time, making this project go a lot faster. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.